Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another Arkonomics video. It's Friday. I guess I should say Friday first, right? I vaguely know how to do this. I still remember. I still got it in me. This old dog may not be able to learn too many new tricks, but it can at least remember the old tricks it knew, sort of. Listen, it's Friday, which means it's Arkonomics. I just got back from a little walkabout, mate, innit? So it might be a little bit more fried than usual, but I mean, if you watch these videos, you come to live and learn that I'm just in a constant state of being just not quite all there. And that's because I myself am just not all there. So that's the secret, fellas. Anyways, enough yapping, old man. What's going on? It's Friday, it's Arkonomics. We take a look at the market prices and we just kind of see what's been happening. Look, man, I don't know what you expect from me at this point. If you're new here for some reason, like the video. I mean, if you're old here, like the video. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're old and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Now that we got that shit all out of the way, as always, for blue crystals specifically, this is NA West. Don't get it twisted. NA West blue crystals. Holy shit, I see an 11.7k. It's very high up there, and this will never happen, but holy shit, just the fact that I see that, my eyes burn, man. What the hell? It looks like those slow buy is looking like an 8600 angle, and an insta buy is a 9500 angle. There's almost a 1k difference between insta and slow. That's usually not the case. The gap is usually just like a couple hundred gold at most, not 900 gold pieces. But I mean, shit. Is there anything new added to the patch for blue crystals? There's no bonus room. There's no new blue crystal stuff as far as I can see. It's just the royal crystal packs. I guess it's the Azena blessing. So this is what it looks like. Neat. And I talked about it in my last Topical Tuesday video, but my opinion on Azena's blessing, I mean, it doesn't really matter, truthfully, because all this boils down to is essentially just like a subscription, a per-character subscription thing. And while I think pay-to-win aspects in games just in general are bad, I mean, I'm not a stranger to the fact that this is just kind of the way games have been going and continue to go. So subscription-based things inside games are, for better or worse, just normal. And I can't tell you how to feel about this stuff, right? Nor should I want to tell you how to feel about this stuff, you know? Everybody has their own tolerance and own things that they're willing to accept and not accept. If somebody said, I don't want to deal with this blessing thing, the subscription thing, I don't like it, I quit, like, I wouldn't be like, you know, shitting on them for that. You know, it's their own opinion. And like from a completely, you know, reasoning-based perspective, I agree. I think pay-to-win aspects in games shouldn't exist, right? Like at all. But I'm also very aware that subscriptions are just kind of a thing. Like there's a subscription for fucking everything, brother. You have a subscription. I mark my words, you're gonna have a subscription to use your goddamn garbage can soon. Just you wait, man. But that being said, Azena's blessing is what it is. There's also a special pack, a special pay-to-win pack for some gems and card packs. I mean, it is what it is, right? You gotta make the money somehow. But that being said, this is also the patch that brought Paradise to the game. And from what I have heard and understand, Paradise seems to be very widely well received, which doesn't surprise me personally, because just from reading all of the things about Paradise, it seems like a very fun system, truthfully. So I'm happy that it seems to be well received and it seems to mostly be positive, because believe it or not, like I've always said, I want nothing for this game but for it to succeed and do well. You know what I mean? I love this game. I still do love this game, but I just, you know, once you fall off the wagon, so to speak, it's just kind of hard to want to get back on, especially when they don't make it super easy to do so without either investing a lot of time or a lot of money, neither of which I particularly have or want to do in this current moment in my life. But you know, it is what it is. Like I said, the overarching theme is I'm just happy that the game is doing things that people are positively responding to, because that's ultimately all I've ever wanted. Anyways, Uncle, let's start talking about the market. Paradise patch, remember that. So let's take a look. Nothing is jumping out at me, except for obviously the price of these. But I think I think... Hold on, my cat. Sorry, the cat always gets the attention first. Sorry. But what I was gonna say is, obviously the price of these look insane, but I think the reason is because these used to be sold in bundles of 10 rather than 100, so basically the price essentially just 10x'd, but it didn't, right? Because the quantity 10x'd. You know what I mean? So before, pre-patch, it would be sold in bundles of 10, and then this price would be, what, 25 each? Or 24 each? Not 249, right? It's just 10x, you know what I mean? So it didn't actually go up, but the quantity that is sold per transaction went up. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I don't think I'm wrong, but I'm willing to accept that I may be wrong. Aside from that, though, it doesn't really seem like too much has changed, which doesn't surprise me, because I do think a lot of the price changes was going to happen kind of when everything got announced, or like when it got announced on RU. But I do kind of want to see the long-term effects on fusion mats specifically, though it is kind of hard to say whether certain things will affect specifically fusion mats versus like just bots, like having bots versus not having bots. It's hard, man. Obviously all of these factors go into the price of stuff, so it's hard to say whether like Paradise is having an effect on like the price of something, or it's just an influx of bots or a deflux of bots type stuff. But as far as everything else, I mean, unsurprisingly, it looks mostly unchanged. I mean, it's about what you would have expected. If you looked at this last week, you would see very similar pricings on, right? T4 mats are about the same. Honor shards have went up. I was like, I'm pretty sure these were like 1,500, and yeah, they were 1,500-ish, and now they're like 2K. This always makes me laugh, and I'm just like, T3, man. Why are we still doing this T3 thing? Like, I understand, okay? You don't have to be like, well, it's because it's harder to get because nobody does the T3s. But, like, my point has always been, like, why do we need so many T3 mats still at a point in this game's lifespan, right? When T3 hasn't been content that people have meaningfully interacted with for, like, a year at this point, right? I don't know. Like, this is just an insane price. And I know you don't have to buy shard bags. I get it. Believe me, I get it. I just think... I'm thinking of it from, like, the lens of a new player or a returning player, and at some point they're going to be mat-gated. I don't know what mats they'll be gated by, truthfully. Using my past experiences, shards might be a very real gate. Gold is also likely a very real gate, since gold honing... You still need gold to hone up to 1620 for some strange reason. Anyways, I won't beat a dead horse. We'll take a look at the engraving recipes. I really don't expect much to have changed price-wise for engravings or anything. The thing that I want to see is gem prices. Gem prices may have changed. Yeah, like, engravings are, like, exactly what you would expect. And then I guess we can take a look at sidereals, because it's just something we do for funsies. We don't actually care about sidereals too much. 1.1 mil, average day price 1.1 mil. It looks like it's been 1.1 mil solid. I mean, I got nothing to say about that. It just is what it is, man. Let's take a look at LV10 gem. Oh, did they change? They changed how the T3 gems are shown now too. So I guess you can see T3 gems. I don't really want to see T3 gems, though, is the thing. 2.67, so let's just say 2.7, and then 2.7. So yeah, gems are basically a solid 2.7, which makes sense, since you can convert these. Yes, you do have to bind them to the character to convert them, but ultimately, I don't think that's nearly as big of, like, a problem as people, like, kind of thought it might be. Especially since you can make them tradable again instantly with crystals. So, I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts, and also let me know how you guys are enjoying Paradise, if you've been playing Paradise. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's about it, though, for this week. I'll see you guys all in the next one. As always, like the video, subscribe. Thank you to my YouTube members. It's Biscuits and Diz. I'm Nufu. Love all of you guys very, very much, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!